Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today I wanted to bring you my ultimate support build with the Warlock in Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted, and I am absolutely loving this. If you've ever wanted to play a MMO-like support class in Destiny, this is for you. The combination has been around for a little bit, but it's even better with Solar 3.0, and I'm going to explain why. All starts with Lumina buffing and healing allies after getting kills. This is very nice, and Lumina actually feels really good as a 140 hand cannon, I will say, and I definitely think more people should be using it. Boots of the Sampler Rifts create beneficial seeker projectiles. This helps out, and I was able to run Empowering Rift because of the combination of healing grenades and then also classy restoration. So I was buffing my teammates at all times while still being able to heal them with Lumina, but also heal myself if necessary and heal them with healing grenades. I really like this combo. Not for everybody. I know most people want to see those big damage numbers. They want to get all the kills. They want to frag out, but this combination is really great if you just want to go and enjoy some time with your friends. Let them do all the fragging and make sure that they're buffed and healed constantly. It's a lot of fun. For me personally, when I'm just kind of doing all kinds of different content, we did it in seasonal activities. We took it through various dungeons, including the most recent one, and it was effective basically everywhere. I was also running Cartesian with Fusion with a Vorpal weapon in order to do some additional boss deeps. Same thing with the Reed's Regret, or I was running a sword depending on what activity we're taking on. I like to swap between those two, either for boss damage or for ad clear, depending on what we needed. As far as my Solar 3.0 setup, we've got Well of Radiance, which is obvious. This is very nice. Healing and buffing. Empowering Rift. Again, I had enough healing that I didn't really need anything besides the healing grenade and classy restoration. Then we've got Burst Glide. That's just a personal preference. Incinerator Snap. You can use Celestial Fire, that doesn't really matter. And then the healing grenade. A lot of people have been frustrated with the changes to healing grenade, but me personally, I think it's better than it's ever been, and having it be its own dedicated grenade makes it shine that much more, whereas before I don't think it's on enough use, and the amount of time it takes to actually use it was too long in many situations. It was already too late to use the healing grenade at that point. Heat Rises, this is going to help if you want to hold to consume it and heal yourself and allies if you're all very, very weak. But this is just for the fragment slots for the most part. Not really necessary, but also you can glide around if you would like. Touch of Flame, this is really nice. Healing Grenade improves the strength of Cure. And Restoration effects applied, this is very, very handy and absolutely the most important aspect that you're going to have on. As far as our embers go, we got torches, so you're radiant often. You got soulless, so your restoration effects and radiant effects have increased duration, which is nice. Solar weapon or ability final blows extend the duration of restoration and radiant as well with Empyrean. And then finally Benevolence, applying restoration, cure, radiant grants increased grenade, melee, or class ability energy. You're applying those pretty much at all times, so you're going to be getting your grenade back and your class ability especially pretty consistently, which is very, very nice. As far as the mods go, I was running Classy Restoration, which is obviously not going to be around forever. So once this season is over, you should still be fine with your Healing Grenade and your Lumina. However, you can also swap from an Empowering Rift to the Healing Rift if you need it. All kind of running Charged with Light builds. So I was running High Energy Fire, and then taking charge, become charged with light by picking up orbs of power. I'm generating a lot of them with Lumina with Kinetic Siphon, so that's nice. And then Concussive Dampener and Armor of the Dying Star. I feel a little bit squishier on my Warlock than I normally do on my Titan character, so for that reason I like to have some mods to help me stay alive. I was also running Radiant Light, that I can charge with light my teammates by casting my super. I have my super back pretty quickly because of it is the Well of Radiance, which is nice. Hand cannon, dexterity, and fastball. In case I need to lob some far healing grenades over the top. And then we've got Kindling the Flame. When charged with light, reviving down ally gives you a burst of healing. This is not something your teammates don't die a lot, but it is nice and it does add an additional layer of support. I threw on both kinetic and harmonic siphoning, although you could swap one of these out if you really, really want to. It's just kinetic siphoning. You're getting kills with Lumina anyway, so you're going to be generating orbs, which is nice and is going to charge you with light and also buff up the Lumina and get the Nova rounds. So some of the things to keep in mind with this build: you're not going to see flashy damage numbers. You're not going to see a ton of ad clear with this for the most part. Your role in the team is going to be supporting and buffing. Just like if you were running Divinity with your team, and you're not going to see the big damage numbers, the big DPS. But that's okay, because that's not your role on the team, and it allows your team to kind of spec different if they would like to. Either you're playing with randoms, and I found this happen a lot in LFG, is teammates that'll join you will be either hyper aggressive, not used to playstyles, and they'll die often, and that will really hamper your activity, whether you're going for 100k Nightfall, whether you're doing like a master dungeon or something like that. So this allows you to heal and buff them at all times, so they can play however they want and you don't have to worry about it. As far as building a team when you're playing with friends, the nice thing about this build is that they can spec into pure damage, pure ad clear, and not have to think about healing themselves. With Solar 3.0, you can really focus on healing yourself a lot, right? You can stay alive, but you might not be doing the insane damage or the insane ad clear that you might with Void 3.0 in the past, or potentially with Arc 3.0 in the future. So because of that, if you don't want to run Solar as a team, but you just have your support healer, now they can run whatever they want and never have to worry about it. You can keep them alive, you can keep buffing them, and they can just play at like as aggressive as they want as well. So all of that combines to make this a really nice play style. It's hard to make capture footage for this because basically I'm just spamming my Noble Seekers and casting my abilities and all that kind of good stuff. But there were some times I kept everybody alive and could tell, and then obviously I was buffing them all the time. So a lot of it is going to be just using something like Lumina or whatever. But ultimately, I think this build is a lot of fun. I think doing this with friends is the best. But if you don't have friends and you're playing with randoms, they'll appreciate you keeping them alive at all times and also buffing their damage so they can feel like a superstar. If you like to be that support role, if you're used to it when you're playing in MMOs and you don't get any of the credit besides just kind of keeping the team alive, this is the build for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I throw out build videos all the time. Lots of Destiny 2 content. Also, comment down below what other combinations of exotics that synergize with a weapon and an armor would you like to see me make a build for in the future? Or maybe some that don't necessarily synergize like you wouldn't think they do, but they actually work really, really well together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is JoPa, and I'll catch you all later.